I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Welcome everyone to the second interview on Guillotine podcast. I am honored today to welcome Ivana Petrovic, flyweight fighter in the RS promotion, 2-0 in the organization, 4-0 as a pro, and fighting Alexandra Tekenah for the flyweight title on September 2nd. Ivana, how are you today? How do you feel?
I feel good. Thank you for invitation in your podcast.
No problem. So first thing, before talking MMA, congratulations on getting married. I've seen you get married like a couple weeks ago, couple months ago.
Yeah,
So
2 weeks
congratulations.
ago. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very
No
much.
problem. Congratulations on this. So let's get straight to MMA. I've heard that you trained with Hamsat in Sweden last week. Can you tell me a little more about this experience? How did that go?
Stockholm, in All-Star Sweden, it's my, I can say, another home. I always train there when I getting ready for my fight. So I'm always there. Kamzat is one of the teammates, and yeah, we are training together in pro class. And yeah, that's it.
This is your third fight with RS. The promotion is growing bigger and bigger. It's very active in 2022 since like COVID is a little more like easy to deal with. It's very big as a promotion. Are you a happy fighter with the promotion? Do you feel it's a good fit for you now?
Yeah, of course. I'm really happy and I'm really grateful that I get the opportunity to fight in RS. RS is a really good organization, and it was a lot of fighter in Oslo and Stockholm that asking me if I'm happy with RS and if I would ever recommend that show. And I said yes, 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 100%, because I'm really grateful and really happy, like I said, that I'm signed with RS.
That's great to hear then. So we're going to talk a little more technical and about your fights. On your first fight, your opponent, Dorota Norek, was very aggressive with takedown and managed to take you down several times. But in your next fight, your opponent failed several times to take you down. She tried, but you didn't let her. Your takedown defense was on point. Is this something you work between fights, or is this something you had to correct?
First of all, the first fight, that girl should be, or I heard that she's a boxer and she's not so good in grappling. So I said, okay, we're gonna box a little bit. It was like 3 weeks before fight when she said yes to fight, because we had a pull out before that. And they found me another girl, and of course I said yes. They said that she's a professional boxer, and she's not gonna wrestle with me if she is smart, because I'm really good on the ground, and that's my territory. So I was not so scared of her takedowns because I'm so good from the back, and it was like a little bit surprised because she wanted me to be there, and every time she was there, she was not so comfortable. So every time she took me down, and then we stand up after that. So I didn't know what is the game plan. Maybe she wanted me to be a little bit exhausted and tired after that, but I wasn't tired. It was just like maybe fail of the game plan.
Okay.
So that was the first one. The second one, we also had a pullout. We had two pullouts, and in the end, we had just one choice: to fight a bigger girl. This girl is bantamweight, and she could just come to 60 kilogram. That was a lot to me, because I was like 61, 62 when I said yes to fight, and we asked if she want to fight on 59 maybe, but she can't cut so much weight. She's a lot bigger, much bigger than me. So in the end, it was not it was no choice. It was, I wanted to fight. I was ready. I was in all stars. I used so much money for preparation, and I said yes to fight. So it was the hardest fight I ever had, and I know I could show a much better. It was not best performance of me, but I don't know. I also know that she was much heavier than me, and I really felt that. So you can see that in the fight because her punches was much stronger and kicks was much stronger than mine. So the game plan was to finish the fight on the ground because I was thinking that I'm a better wrestler and grappler, but it's not so easy when someone is that strong, you know.
Of course.
So yeah.
You happen to be put sometimes in dangerous situations. Like again, it happens that you get taken down, but while on your back, you get like extremely creative, and you love to attack from many angles on your back. I saw that. I can tell you competed in jiu-jitsu. That I can tell for sure.
Yeah.
How do you remain so calm and creative in those moments?
I'm always calm. Like from the day one when I started with competing, I was always really calm. That's something that that's one of my tools, I think, because I was trying to have a cool head and not to go like not be aggressive and maybe scared or mad and lose energy on that. I always try to calm my mind and think smart. I also meditate a lot. Maybe that helps. So that's one of my tools to be calm in the fights.
Yeah, it's a great asset for a fighter, and you use it like very wisely. Let's talk about your next fight. I've heard in one of your interviews that like you started kickboxing as a combat sport, and I can tell because you have some great kicks as well, and you can use your long legs, your long limbs very well. But Alexandra Tekenah is a striker, and yet you're so comfortable on the ground as well. Do you prepare for a striking war, or like do you prepare for like more of a complete MMA fight, or like do you just want like to take her down and finish her on the ground? What is it? What's the aspect you work the most?
To be honest, I always train everything. I never change that. I always train everything. If I train wrestling, I train Tai Chi. We have everything in the gym, so I never miss the class, and I always train everything that's on the plan. But also, I know that Takana is really strong opponent, so I think she's gonna be prepared for the war. So I think maybe this fight can be a really long fight. If it's gonna be the fight, 5 rounds fight, I'm gonna be ready for that because I think that's the most important thing that I can go 5 rounds with her, and I know how strong and how hard she goes. So I need to be prepared for that. So I think that's the most important thing for this fight. We prepare for the war.
So my next question was like, are you okay to take this fight in a stand-up battle? So I imagine the answer is yes, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course. It's maybe she's really good, and it's a lot of people that think that that's maybe not so smart for me, because we saw what happened with two girls before me. But I'm really comfortable. I did a lot of kickboxing fights before, and I'm comfortable to strike with her too.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is your first pro title shot in a pro organization, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yes. Okay. So you're headlining a big European card. We talked about this. RS is getting bigger and bigger. They're playing on UFC Fight Pass. It's like it's a really serious organization. But like you're gonna fight against a local fighter, right? With many fans behind her back in
Yeah.
France. How do you feel about that? Any extra pressure? Does it motivate you? Does it make you stronger, or you just don't care and it's just like another fight?
I had a 5 amateur fights in England, and every time, if you fight in England with a girl from England, you don't get that much support from the public, and it's not easy. But I used to it. I really used to it. on that stuff and and to not get support from the crowd. So it's okay for me. I used to it.
My final question is about something you said in another interview. You said about your career, UFC is going to be the last station and I'm going to be the best in the world. How close are you going to be from this objective if you win the flyweight title on September 2nd?
If I win this title, I know I'm really close to UFC because my manager also have contact with UFC because of Jack Hermanson. So I know I'm gonna be much closer to UFC. But to be honest, we people change. I also changed my mind because I was like UFC. I need to come to UFC. Right now I'm happy. I'm in RS, really great organization. I know I had a lot to learn, so it's okay for me if I need to wait for UFC because I know I had a few more fights to be there, and I don't want to come to UFC just to be one of the preliminary fights and to no one want to watch. I want to come to UFC and everyone gonna know Ivana Siric Petrovic is in UFC. So yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, well, that's really clear. And thank you so much. Obviously, I wish you the best of luck against Alexandra Tekenah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
De rien, Ivana, de rien. Bonne journée.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.